spiritual pussy enthusiasts. Pussy enthusiasts.
Gnosticism. But Gnosticism changes boys from men, and I'm going to show you now. But this radical sense of all creation is accompanied by equal radical certainty with all presupposes and opposes that the conviction that there exists in man something which escapes the curse of this world. A fire spark, a light issuing from the true God, that distant, inaccessible stranger to the perverse order of the real universe, and that man's task is to regain his lost homeland by wrenching himself free from the snares and illusions of the real, to rediscover the original unity, to find again the kingdom of his God, who is unknown, who imperfectly known to all preceding religions. They're telling you, as their whole philosophy as a man is, your whole goal, your entire goal is to understand the soul, basically consciousness, to find the true self. So anything you do as a man is actually counter to who you truly are. So you want to, even all that shit they talk about, family and protecting the black woman and raising the babies, that's actually the hype. That's actually the big hype. Because if I was in jail and they said, if you have a kid, your kid's gonna be behind the guard, everybody would go, I have no fucking kids. Right. Why would I have kids? Like, why would I bring a kid into this prison that they're definitely gonna go in? So each time you say I'm gonna have a kid, you're bringing them to jail. Not just as a theory, this shit was what we was on.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that before. And so I don't know.
I heard Bobby speak on it too, because even though Bobby didn't do it like a Gnostic expert, he was heavy into these concepts. You know what I'm saying? Heavy into these concepts. I got shows on this shit. We didn't even get nowhere. Look, one can say Gnosticism is profoundly original thought, a mutant thought. So they're saying your thought is now the mutated thought, the changed thought. So when they say the X-Men's are mutants, Gnostic thought, they're trying to tell you, they're connecting these concepts, or we don't see these concepts, the X-Men are just cool. But they're saying this new thought, which was what, not Professor X, the other one, Magneto was saying was true, he was pro-mutant, right, or mutant thought. Gnostic, or the Gnostic concepts that's counter humanity, is the same thing. Like Gnostics of the 1st century AD deliberately devoted themselves to choosing paths which were not unorthodox, but which moreover generally scandalized their contemporaries. So you can turn on YouTube right now. Got a whole bunch of motherfuckers. This is what we should be doing as black people. That one motherfucker that's talking different from them would be the same concept as Gnostic thoughts. So when everybody was talking pro-humanity, these motherfuckers even then was talking, this shit is a curse, this shit is a debauchery, this is a mistake, this is a flaw, you are in prison, there's a deity that's over you that you're worshiping that's laughing at your ass. This place is imperfected. It's either, why would he make a place that has the potential for evil? That's evil. Just the potential for evil. Or he's too incompetent to make a place that is considered paradise. Either he's too competent or just truly evil. Then at the end, you die and go to hell and you burn forever.
Then we come back to, then obviously, well, we chose to be in this motherfucker.
Well, that becomes the question. Now, through Gnosticism, the philosophy is And there's still, you could say, a form of choice because your soul came here. The philosophy is this. The great mother had sex. She had this bastard child, and as an embarrassment, threw it in the abyss. This bastard child, seeing what was above it out of the act of jealousy, created this place, the firmament to rest his feet, the astral world for his mind. Then he started creating creatures to worship him because of his ego. And one of those creatures was a man, just another animal like every other motherfucking animal. And the great mother seen this and said, I'm going to choose man to put the souls or this divine light into. So this divine light goes into man. That's the fire or the spark or the soul. This allows man to become conscious. And he's now aware of his surroundings. In fact, ignorance, he is no longer. Ignorance is bliss, kicked out of the Garden of Eden concept. So this puts us on this strive to build. So we're building pyramids and dynasties and all the shit we're doing, even war, because you have to be conscious enough to have a fucking war. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, the spiritual man is the man who figured the whole shit out. Who you really are, the nature of your soul, the nature of your spirit, and your truthfully your soul. But let's just keep it on the soul. The nature of your soul, you kind of figured that out. So you become that man. So you got 1,000 different ways to express that. So Bruce Lee and what he was talking is a way to express it. Jimi Hendrix is a way to express it. He's doing above human shit or X-Men shit. Playing that guitar on that level. Muhammad Ali expressing himself above a human level, setting the stand. Richard Pryor setting standards for human levels. A lot of white people don't do that. Mm-hmm. Even their greatest ones, and their greatest ones are in music, are mimicking our shit. Yeah. So when you get Phil Collins, Eric Clapton, Billy Joel, they still have a blues template of a Negro that they're following. Huh. Will they be cultivating their light? Perhaps. It's not our business. I don't even care. Mm-hmm. But it's guaranteed they're not in our league. Mm-hmm. We set the creative standards around the world. And when those people who rise above that occasion are the ones who are showing you the ability that is otherworldly. When you seen Jimi Hendrix, nobody in the world was doing it. So what does that mean? Otherworldly. Mm-hmm. Which is who you truly are, what you truly came to represent. So when you say, did we come down here? You have to say, well, Jimi Hendrix damn sure came down here to teach us a thing or two. Michael Jackson damn sure came down here to teach us a thing or two. It's always been a split between those who are getting trapped down here versus those who come to free and to do whatever work you want to learn. But you're going to learn. Like, look at it this way. If you talked in your own head, you would hear a voice. That voice is whatever voice you want it to be, actually. But then they tell you, is sound truly a sound if the tree falls in the forest? Is it really, nobody hears it? Mm-hmm. But what's sound then? Because can't you hear that voice in your head? Mm-hmm. So that voice in your head is your true voice. The same way you can close your eyes and visualize anything. You could experience all 5 senses in your own head. And if you're not physically feeling them, what does that mean? When you no longer have a physical body and you die, those 5 senses, at least those 5 senses that we go email still exist. Email. So